Welcome to an OSU football update. I'm Barry Trammell here in studio at the Oklahoman headquarters in Oklahoma City, and I'm joined by OSU writer Kyle Fredrickson, who's in Stillwater, where we've had some news today concerning Tyreek Hill, the former OSU receiver who encountered legal trouble a year ago. And Kyle, what can you tell us that happened today in the Payne County Courthouse?
Well, today was certainly a bit of closure for Hill in this case, obviously stemming back to December when he allegedly punched and choked his then 8 weeks pregnant girlfriend, resulting in his arrest and a felony charge of domestic abuse. But today, Hill switched his plea from guilty to not guilty and accepting a plea bargain that he negotiated with his lawyer in the district attorney's office to keep him out of prison. Hill received 3 years on probation as part of the deal, which means that for the next 3 years, he'll be closely monitored by the state. He'll be required to complete several different classes on anger management, on domestic violence awareness, really in an effort to put this behind him. So, I think a lot of people might be surprised that it came to this resolution, but considering, how this would drag out in court, bringing the victim back into the case, having to relive all of these events, it seems that both sides were pretty happy today in terms of kind of settling this and then allowing both parties to move ahead a bit.
What do we know now about Tyreek Hill's future?
Well, we were not able to talk to Hill right after the arraignment. He went in to take care of some paperwork now as he moves ahead. But in talking with his attorney, Jay Husbands, as of right now, Hill's main goal is to go back to college and be the first member of his family to get a degree. Part of this probation, allows him to not live in Payne County. So he plans on going back to Georgia in the short term, going after that education, and then from there on, who knows? Hill had tweeted a few months back that he was going to be an Akron Zip and play for that program. But as of right now, he's not listed on the roster. In this climate where domestic violence and sports have really clashed, in light of what we learned about the Baylor situation today, it's hard to believe that a program at the Division I level would take in a guy like Hill, even though, he did plead guilty and got off with just probation. But for now, I think he's probably satisfied with knowing he can start putting this behind him and hopefully for him, continue his education and turn things around a bit.
For all intents and purposes, does this end the Tyreek Hill story as far as the state of Oklahoma and Oklahoma State University is concerned?
I would sure think so. At this point, Hill's no longer enrolled as a student, hasn't been for a long time. The program is obviously appreciative of his Bedlam heroics and the role that it played in their turnaround last season. But from here on out, I don't know that Tyreek has much of any reason at all to be in Stillwater. At the end of this 3-year probationary period, his attorney will have to be back in Payne County courtroom to kind of wrap things up. But even Hill is not required to be there. So that just shows you that, after today, if I'm Tyreek Hill, I'm not sure there's a whole lot of reasons to find myself in Stillwater anymore.
Thanks for the information, Kyle. Stay tuned for further OSU information on football here on News OK and every day in the Oklahoman.